Howdy everyone, Cowy over at Sim Racing here. I think it's week 6, maybe 7, don't quote me, for season 1 of Gen 3 V8 Supercars 2025. And we are at Belle Isle, Detroit, the concrete jungle. And as you can see by the rooster tails, it's a wet practice as well. So
yeah,
a chance of rain.
Until about halfway through your first lap.
Yeah. So, I think Corey's right there. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. I think it's about a 30% chance of rain, so there might be a few wet sessions. This one here, it's been dry, like it hasn't rained since it's been in it, so this is still water from the start. There's only Corey and I in here, so none of us really removing the water, but he did say that there thinks it's faster on the racing line, so it's a dry line maybe starting to form. But that's where, you know, you got to be careful in the wet. The moment you start getting out there where the rubber is, that's where it's also going to be the slipperiest. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, guys, is apologise for not having track guides out for the last couple of weeks. As you can see, I'm still having issues with my motion. It's not working at the moment. I had it working earlier today, and then it stopped again. I think it's power related, so I'm hoping I can fix it. And it was frustrating me there the last couple of weeks, so I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like doing much on the rig. But I had a great race, SRW Brands Hatch Gen 3 last night, and that sort of reinvigorated me to the, you know, even if I can't get my motion going, I'm still going to jump on and enjoy this awesome hobby that we've got. So I do apologise for being a bit slack, guys. Hope you can forgive me. But I was not going to miss out on doing one here for Belle Isle. It's one of my favourite places. Alright, so we are in the wet, so we've got to be careful. And we're taking this corner pretty much flat out, but you might have to lift if the car slides. And we're looking to brake probably just past the start-finish line. Back to 3rd in the wet, probably 4th in the dry. Just be careful, be throttle application, because the car wants to sort of, you know, come out on you there. Definitely go through that a bit quicker maybe. And we're braking as if there's an extra sign and a half, I reckon, so probably 550. Or we slid through that corner successfully. Again, probably braking about halfway along that there. If we come into the next one. The brake markers in the dry are not much different to the wet. It's just, you've got to be so much more careful here, as you can see. Let's see if we can get a good run onto the straight. No. Well, it's better than I did last time, but you can see how crazy that is. Trying to get the power down. I'm braking as if there's an extra 2 signs. And again, you're back to 2nd for this corner in the wet. Staying in 2nd. Oh, don't get on the curb, because that happens when you get on the curb. We'll keep going. This is the wet, and I think, you know, even the best guys are going to make mistakes and spin at times in the wet. We've seen it already with a few sort of wet sessions. Brands Hatch was the best of them. Alright, but again, you know, it generally takes about a lap and a half to 2 laps for the tyres to really come on, even in the dry, so same in the wet. Alright, so let's see if we can put a bit better lap in this time. I'll still talk it through. So again, as I said before, looking to brake probably just beyond the start-finish line. Back to 3rd, carrying, trying to stay as right there as we can, so we can really open this up. That was a bit better run through there, I think, this time. Alright, so again, we're looking at braking as maybe as if there's extra sort of sign and a half, maybe 2. Oh, back to 2nd. Oh, that was crazy. Again. And that's what happens in the wet. So sometimes the car just starts sliding, you got to ride it.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
And there's a rub. Alright. This is a tricky corner, this one. I'm always reluctant to go into this corner too hard, because the car just, oh, oh, you know, you get it wrong and you're gone. That tyre barrier, you're meeting it every time. We'll stay off that curb this time. That's a bit better. You've got to be careful about getting close to the walls too. Short shift there. Lift, trying to double apex that section. As soon as you can get the car through it back to second. Again, be careful about the road. See how it falls away there. If you get close to the wall. Okay, so about 250 we're braking. Trailing in, trying to get the car. So when we getting close, can we? Alright, and there we go. There is a lap of Detroit Belle Isle in the wet. Still sliding around everywhere.
First lap in this session, you currently 2.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
We got a better run coming over the hill there that time as well. So you can see it's all about position. Alright, so what we'll do, as we normally would, we're going to bring this one into the pits. And I get that corner better too, so there's what, another half a second. So there's definitely more time there when you don't slide too much through the corners. Or
Sector 1 is 0.41 off the pace.
But I must say it is a lot of fun driving in the wet. Oh, don't take the walls. Oh, I don't think there's going to be, you know, if we get some wet races, I think just about every car in the field is going to have damage of some sort. Alright. Alright. Oh. I can see what happens. I wonder if that... There's just a little groove there that I'm catching. Alright. Well, what we might do is... Oh, no, I do want to bring it into the pits because if we get a wet race, I do want to show you guys how to, you know, where your pit marker can sort of be. We're going to keep it off the wall. There we are. Good. It's been a bit of a crazy track guide, this one. I've had quite a few attempts where I've thought I've gone alright and then I've spun out innocuously, so I'm going to leave all of the mistakes in on this one, I think. But alright, so coming around the final corner here, second last corner, but now we're looking to brake probably just as we get to just before the wall there on the right.
What's your speed?
So probably, yeah, what, a metre or two before you hit the wall on there, come up to the wall there on the right is where you're going to be looking to park. We'll brake so that you can get into the pit lane. But it will be something you have to have a look at in the wet. As you can see, there wasn't much in the way of rooster tails in there. And look, those knocks that I had, 33 seconds of repairs. I'll go quick look outside the car, which I failed to do. So it was nothing major, I don't think. Anyway, guys, I will now try and see if I can find a dry server and get out there and show you a couple of laps in the dry as well. So, stay tuned. Howdy everyone, Cowy Sim Racer here, back for part 2 of my track guide at Belle Isle, Detroit. The track is dry. We are on a dry race setup from VRS. 80 litres in the car. So hopefully we can put in a couple of good laps here and show you guys around this place in the dry as well as the wet. Now one of the big differences of the dry versus the wet here is that you can actually use those curbs and attack a little bit more. You can't touch them at all in the wet. And as always, I'm generally going out harder in this car than we did in the old Gen 2 cars, just because it takes a couple of laps for the tyres to get up to temp. But yeah, like that curb there, you don't want to touch it in the wet. Not sure to do that in second or third, that corner. I think I might try second. Might be a bit quicker for me. Definitely second for this corner. But again, you've got to be careful about hitting the inside curb there because the car skipped on me. Alright, coming around the last couple of corners here. It is a fun track to drive, but it's concrete jungle. Alright, let's get on the pace. We're going to brake probably a car length past the start-finish line. Back to fourth, turn in, get it right up near that curbing. So you can get on the gas. Same again, you lift and then try to feed it back on so you can get a nice run there. Not tag the wall and carry some good speed down here. We're looking to brake as if there's an extra sign. Back to third, turn in early. Get up over that curb. Alright, stay in third through all of this sort of section here. You're braking about halfway along that wall back there. But again, if you're doing your scanning properly where you're looking ahead at your apexes, almost missed that, then, you know, you'll know when to turn in. Alright. We're coming up here again. We're looking to brake as if there's an extra maybe sign and a half. Back to third. Get up over that curb. And here I think I might go back to second for this one. Short shift to third. Double apex and then back to second. Be careful, we're hitting that inside curb there. I think it's dangerous. Right, up here, braking at about 250. Get in tight there because there's a little bit of camber there. I think that can help you. Alright. Let's see how we go with that. Alright.
32.978.
It's about the same as the first lap. Here, you got to turn in earlier than you think. So we're trying to turn in now, almost. Look, I cut that, a big chunk of that, and there was no off track. I probably should have stayed in third then, but anyway. That's a better corner this time. But you actually see that I had to wait a little bit longer because I floated out to the wall there. So it cost me a little bit on the getting on the throttle. Try and stay in third, see if it's any quicker. Oh, much of a muchness, I think. Lift, double apex. That's better when you don't get that curve on the inside there. We found a little bit of pace on exit. Well, probably a little bit tentative. I could maybe attack a little bit more because the tyres do feel like they're a bit better off this time. But then that happens. Alright, let's bring it around once more and we'll show you the pit entry.
33.217.
That last lap was at 1:33.122.
Again, it's all about just trying to dance the car through that section there. Again, you can use a fair bit of road there, but you just got to be careful, especially in the wet. That's why I've been going back to second of that corner in the wet.
Sector 1 is 2/10 off your best.
Yeah, we're able to get on it a bit better there, a bit better apex.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Yeah, I don't mind using second there, I think. Alright, it's coming around to bring it into the pits. And again, it's probably similar to the way you're looking to brake just before that wall. If you don't spin out like I just did. Oh, on that note, we might as well leave it parked here. I'm the only one in the server. Hope you guys are enjoying all of the track videos, and girls, of course, as well. Again, apologies for not doing the last couple of weeks, but I think I've got my mojo back, even if my motion is not working. So we'll keep these going, and I'll be back out on track Monday night, hopefully for another wet race. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Thanks very much for watching. If you are enjoying the content, you haven't done so already, please give me a like and subscribe, because it really helps the channel. But otherwise, we'll see you all next time. Cheers.